Hey guys, what's up? It's about that time. Time for a little truth talk. Hooey, I got I got something to say today. I have something to say and I want to share this, and I hope that to whomever's ears this reaches, I hope that you receive it in the way that it's intended. If this, hey Ed, if this somehow resembles you, I hope that you receive it. Uh, but yeah, this message is for the folks that are engaged in online dating, particularly the fellas. This is going out to you because I am a woman and this is my experience, but I also know that there are women out here doing fake, foul, epically stupid shit too. So by all means, this is intended for whoever is behaving badly like this. So as you guys come in, welcome to Truth Talks. My name is Marcy Batiste, your Ultimate Power Coach, America's #1 reality-based success and recovery trainer. Truth Talks is about having true conversations with real people living real life. And so I always try and bring in real life situations, either things that my clients are experiencing, things that I've experienced personally. Sometimes on occasion it's just stuff that I've read about and heard about. But tonight I want to talk specifically about a couple epic online bad behavior, dating, first meet and greet, epic freaking fails, some shit that you just don't do. That's what I want to have a conversation about, and it's twofold. So the first example I'm going to give you guys is what not to do when you just meet somebody. So this is your meet and greet epic fail. And then the other thing, hey Joy, what's going on, Sarah? The other thing, number 2, is, so you met someone online, you've had communications maybe for a period of time, but then you fall off. And we talked about relationship hibernation on a video earlier this week. I'm not gonna go back into that, but we're about to build on that. But I want to talk about some epic failures, just some bad behavior, some stupid stuff that I really feel like I shouldn't even have to tell you, but I feel like obviously I know I have to tell you because there are people out here behaving badly in the online dating arena. Actually, I think I might have 3 things. I should have wrote them down now, because now as it's coming to me, I'm like, you know what, we might have to do another video because I think I have a laundry list of things. So, epic fail number 1. I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and she had met this gentleman online and had conversations for a week or two. Conversation was so. They were introduced from a friend of a friend, but then connected on social media. And so she agrees after a week or so, I think it was about a week of conversation, to meet this person face to face and have that initial meet and greet. And one of the things that she and I always talk about is that those meet and greets they should be short. Don't schedule a meet and greet for like dinner and a movie if you don't even know if you like this person, because then you're stuck and you're screwed. So meet and greets, real quick, let's grab coffee, let's grab a dessert, something like that, where you can be in and out and done. No harm, no foul, no shade, no judgment if it doesn't work. So here comes the epic fail. So that's all fine and dandy. Throughout the conversation, she said she kind of could tell, like, maybe not quite my type, but seems like a good enough, genuine person that even if I'm not interested in dating, just might be companionship, someone, good to know, whatever, friends. So then they have the meet and greet. And he begins to tell her all of the things that, first of all, he lays out his finances. Like, starts telling her where his pensions are and all this kind of stuff and this, that, and the other thing. And she's like, why the hell are you telling me this on a first date? And so she actually stops him and says, you know what, I don't really think that you need to share your personal financial portfolio with me on an initial meet and greet. I think that's a little bit more than I need to know. So we're laying groundwork, right? We're setting the foundation, right? So Joy, I think is that you with the oh my goshes? Okay, so he does that. So then she sets the groundwork. It's like, nah, I don't think so. So then he proceeds to begin to ask her about her desire to have more children. Her kids are grown. She got a grandbaby. Like, I don't know, she might have a couple grandbabies. I don't know. But what I know is her kids are grown. Okay, she's my age. It's like, I could imagine starting over. He's, I think she said he was in his late 40s, right? So he's telling her about, like I said, his pensions and this, that, and that thing. So then he gets on this whole thing about having children. She's like, I want to have more kids. And like, no, I'm straight. Like, shop's closed. I'm good. Don't need to continue this conversation. Hey, Sandra. And so then he continues on this line, basically asking her what kind of birth control. Like, dude, are you freaking serious? So she's like, I'm not going to discuss my birth control with you on an initial meet and greet. Conversation is a little bit inappropriate. I don't think that this is, I don't think this is going to be a good fit. And so then he begins to tell her about her jewelry that she was wearing, and how he didn't like that. He felt that a different type of jewelry would be more becoming on her. Like, seriously? So here's the issue. Let's be clear. It's not that he has opinions about all these things. It's not even that he wants to have conversations about all these things, because yes, birth control needs to be talked about. Yes, right, who does that, Joy? Exactly. Who the hell does that? So yes, we need to talk about eventually birth control. Like, I don't even really know if she knew his last name, so what the hell you need to know what kind of birth control I'm on for? Like, no, like, you don't get to have that conversation with me at a meet and greet. I don't care what your financial portfolio is. I don't need you to be my father. I don't need you to be my provider, my caretaker, or whatever. So yeah, okay, maybe you do have a substantial financial portfolio. The fact that you are late 40s with a significant financial portfolio, single, and you have no children, that's kind of a red flag. Like, because technically you should be a good catch. So the fact that you're not means people really ain't fooling with you like that. Introspect. Figure out, what is it? I'm the common denominator between all of my failed past relationships. I still can't get and engage a woman beyond a meet and greet, okay? Those are epic fails, guys. Like, that's just shit you just don't do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ladies, don't do that. Please. And like I said, this was a guy talking to a female. But ladies, I know y'all out there trying to grill brothers for their bank information and what kind of car they drive and where their house is and all that kind of stuff. If it's a meet and greet, mind your business. Stay in your lane. It's okay to find out about them, but how about you ask things about what are their interests? What kind of characters do they have? What kind of things do they find funny? What kind of movies do they like? Ask some basic, simple shit and see if you have anything in common before you start talking and asking about people's birth control. At a coffee shop. At a meet and greet. Like, where they do that at? I just don't understand. I really don't understand. He did forget to, oh, Joy, oh, girl, you know, it's three kinds of business: your business, my business, and God's business, and he was minding everybody but his own. Trust me. So, ladies, don't be asking about the bank account. Fellas, don't be asking about the birth control. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. Drive your own little car and let me drive mine. So, first example. Second example is someone that you might have went out with. Hey, Steph, what's up, sweetie? Someone you might have went out with a time or two. Kind of, we talked about, like I said, we talked earlier this week. If you missed the video, there's a video about relationship hibernation and how people just fall off and then want to pop back up in your life. So, me personally, over the course of the last, don't let me get to lying, over the course of the last 4 weeks, I've had 3 people that I've either used to talk to or date pop back up. So that's kind of what sparked the whole hibernation conversation. But this takes it beyond that, because 2 out of the 3 then pops up. We ended up not talking because we just weren't, like, not a good fit. Like, I'm too old. I'm too tired to have relationships that exhaust me. If you're not adding, then you're subtracting. That's just how I look at it. Call it what you want to call it. I don't really care. But if your conversation freaking exhausts me, then I'm probably gonna exit stage left. Yes, I will. I'm not a hibernator, so if I go away, I'm gone away. So you're gonna have to come find me, right? So these guys pop up, two in the last 3 weeks, three in the last 4 weeks, but these last two times, I've had guys that I haven't had a conversation with in probably over a year. Well over a year. One of them close to 2 years. Matter of fact, both of them, other than simple basic, hey, how are you? Caught your video type of thing. No conversations. Nothing significant. Haven't seen them. It hasn't had a text message. It's been social media, inbox, that type of thing. And so, here's the issue that I want to share with you, that I don't want y'all to be doing ever. And if you are going to do it, this is me putting you on notice. Don't do this shit to me. Don't do it to me. I don't like it. It's not going to end well for either one of us. I find it repulsive. So here's what happens. Pop back in the DM. So now I don't even know if you even got my phone number. So we really disconnected. In the DM, hey, how are you? Need to talk to you. Okay, what's up? Because I'm friendly. Just because I don't want to date you doesn't mean I'm going to be rude to you if you reach out to me. So, what's up? Both times. Hey, I'm in this and this and this kind of bind. This is going on in my life. Can you loan me a few dollars? Hell no. Hell no. Nope, can't do that. And that's the answer. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Now, I ain't even gonna lie and say if I have the money or I don't, because it's irrelevant. The point is I cannot do that. I refuse to do that. I will not do that. And furthermore, I would never in my life take advantage of a past or present relationship to the extent that I have not thought of you or had regards for you in well over a year, and then just pop up, sing my sad song, and put my hand out and expect you to drop dollars in it. Don't do that. That's an epic fail. Epic fail. You know, it's one thing if you've had dialogue, right, Joy? Wow. Like where do you do that at? Like what possesses you? And I understand we get in these positions and these predicaments where life just hands us a buttload of just crap and we don't really know like how to process it, how to handle it, where we gonna go with it, how we gonna come through it, how we're gonna overcome. But please don't disrespect yourself by doing that, and do not disrespect the person and put them in that kind of position to have to tell you no when it was inappropriate for you to ask in the first place. And that's real talk. So when we were talking about truth talks, and I told y'all at the beginning when I started truth talks at the beginning of August, I'm talking about some stuff that might make that might make people uncomfortable, might piss a few people off. I don't really care, but these are things that are really like true story, things that really happen. And then y'all be the first one to then want to bash the other person. Oh, this person is this, or this person is that, or he's this, or he's that, or she's this, or she's that. No, you didn't have the right type of relationship. You didn't have the right type of foundation of a relationship to be able to have permission to ask those questions. And that's what this is about. In both the first meet and greet and this pop-up, can you give me some money situations, you don't have permission to ask those questions. You don't have that level of connection. You don't have that type of relationship to ask those intimate, personal questions. And it's awkward and it's uncomfortable And it's unfair, especially when you're wrapping it up in a situation of where you've had some health concerns, or you lost your job, or whatever the case may be. Your personal situation is just that. It's personal. Keep it to the people that you have personal relationships with. Don't bring that back to somebody that does not have a personal relationship with you. Don't bring it back to somebody who knows of you but does not know you. And so I'm saying this in the vein of trying to help people understand that not only is it unfair to the person that you ask, you are disrespecting yourself and you are dishonoring yourself. Stop it. Don't do it. It's not a good look. It's not a good feeling being on the receiving end. And certainly, I would not ever put you in a position where you had to feel obligated to turn me down for something like that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Hey, Jay, what's up, sweetie? You don't have the permission to ask those types of questions. And that's what it amounts to. So don't abuse, and people get real ballsy online, and I don't know if that's maybe part of it. It's a cultural online social media type of thing where you think that because you see somebody or you knew them at one point that y'all have that type of, no. If we're not really friends, if I don't really fool with you, no, don't do that. Don't pop up after 2-3 years and tell me all your tales of woe and expect me to come up out of my bank account to bail your ass out. Who's been supporting you and encouraging you and had your back? And whose back have you been supporting for the last 3 years? Because it damn sure wasn't mine. So why are you my problem now all of a sudden? Why do you feel it's appropriate to make your problem my problem? I'm not assuming that. And the thing of it is, and why this pisses me off, isn't because the question was asked to me, because I don't have a problem saying no. My answer is no, I can't do that. I ain't going to even tell you if I have the money or not. That's irrelevant because I'm not doing it. The point is, and the reason why I share this is because I know for a fact that there are people out there who can't afford it, but who aren't comfortable saying no. People who aren't strong enough to say no, and they get backed into a corner and they feel bad and they feel obligated, and you leave them feeling like shit if they can't help you. And that's unfair. That's unfair. It's just, I don't even know what else to call it. It's just unfair. It's inappropriate. It's unacceptable. Stop dishonoring yourself. Stop abusing the people around you. It's not fair. Do better. Because now, if you watch this video, I know you know better. So now the expectation is that you will do better. Okay? Remember, first meet and greets, you're not asking people about their birth control. You're not asking people about their finances. You're not telling brothers and sisters how they should dress. Stay in your lane, mind your business, find out what kind of person they are. Find out what kind of person they are. Like, that's the purpose of the meet and greet. Are we any way near shape, form, fashion compatible to have a longer conversation? That's what that's about. And if not, cool. And if it doesn't work out, take your ass home. Who cares? You're not out anything. Maybe 30 minutes of your time, an hour drive time, an hour and a half to find out that a relationship was going nowhere. I would much rather invest an hour and a half, meet you, find out that based on our conversation we're not compatible, and move the hell on. Save me substantial amount of time on the back end. So let's front load this, ask the right questions, and move the hell on. Use it for what it's good for. And then the second thing, you guys, seriously, don't pop up asking people to give you money and you haven't talked to them in 2-3 years. Don't do it. You're dishonoring yourself and you're disrespecting the person that you're asking, and it's unfair. Both situations, bad behavior, epic online dating fails, and it's going on more and more and more and more and more, apparently, because like I said, the asking for money has happened to me twice now in less than a month, and Like I said, I don't have a problem saying no, but there are some people who say no and they'll feel bad about it. I'll say no and I'm not going to feel bad about it because I know that that was bad behavior. I recognize it for what it is. I don't have a problem calling a thing, but some people can't call a thing and they feel bad because they want to help you. They want to help you out of your situation. And so sometimes what I found, and I had a client, just matter of fact, another situation, a client just was telling me that that was a situation she was in with someone. She didn't really have the money to give, but it was someone that she had known for a number of years, but they kind of lost contact. The lady reaches out to her and asks her for money. And she was like, I felt bad. So I moved some things around and I tried to, she didn't really have it to give. And I said to her, why didn't you just say no? And she said to me, in all honesty, I didn't feel like I could. I didn't feel like I could. And that's what I talk about, you guys, when I say it's not fair. It's not fair, and you're being disloyal to yourself, and you're disrespecting the person that you're asking. You're putting them in an unfair and uncomfortable position and potentially compromising their finances. All because they're trying to be of good heart and kind-hearted to you. That's abuse. And I'm just going to leave that there. All right, that's enough of my rant for today, but I appreciate y'all for joining in, being part of the Ultimate Power Team, and as always, for living life on Mars with me and doing what we do. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow with another Truth Talk. Have a good night.